for us, people who don't read and just don't pay attention. Hey Sela Bellas, and welcome back to my channel. This video is dedicated to someone who I cannot remember. I can't remember her name, I'm so sorry. But I did see a comment on one of my earlier Vlogmas videos where someone said, can you please show me like your grocery shopping for the month and how you guys do your grocery shopping? Because I think she said her and her boyfriend or her and her husband just moved in and they're still trying to figure out like the balance of how to buy stuff for two people. And when we started our grocery shopping, let me first tell you, the first month of grocery shopping is literally the worst because you have to buy everything. You don't have salt, you don't have freaking a scrubbing brush, you don't have any of those things. So the first month of grocery shopping is always the worst. Okay. Number two is, was that even number one? I don't know. But anyway, I would show you guys my phone close up, but it's very embarrassing because the screen guard looks like. So I have a grocery list and I do this on my notes app on my iPhone because every month I can just tick and untick what I need to buy and what I don't need to buy because I have in the fridge. So every month before we go grocery shopping, I look in our cupboards and in our fridge to see what we have. So if we have something, I'll tick it on the list and then I won't buy it when we go grocery shopping, and it just helps me to buy what we need to buy and not random things. I also have my grocery list organized by sections. So I've got meat, chicken, fish and frozen vegetables in one section. Then I've got dairy, like I've got eggs, cheese, butter and milk on one section. Then I've got things that you'll find in the aisles like cans, sauces, boxes and pasta. So under there I've got popcorn, couscous, rice, chicken a la king spice, vindaloo spice, lentils, dal, things that you'll find in the aisles. And then I've got my fresh veggies, and for fresh veggies I just made a list of all the vegetables I like because I eat most of the vegetables in this house. And then when we go to the shop I see what looks nice and what's in season and I take that. So with my veggies I don't necessarily stick to my list unless it's things that I use quite often like tomatoes, onions and potatoes. I have still not cooked in this house, but today, Friday the 18th of December, I will cook my first meal in this house. So I don't even know what we've been eating. I don't know if it's because it's kind of a short month and we did grocery shopping earlier because it's December, but we've actually had quite a bit of stuff in our fridge left over, and clearly some of us hasn't been cooking. So
is it happened or is it hasn't? I don't know.
But I haven't been cooking and there has been quite a bit of stuff left over in the fridge and in the cupboards. So our grocery shopping this month was a little bit smaller. And then I've got a section for oils and spices, and then other like toilet paper, toothpaste and things like that. So basically that is how I first start planning my grocery shopping. Okay. Secondly is my outfit. Okay, fashion. Look at me wearing gym clothes and hasn't been to the gym in like probably like 2 or 3 months. Anywhoomst, because it's COVID time and because I am very pedantic about being safe and keeping our family safe, I wear something that is thin and easy to wash when I get back. As soon as I'm done grocery shopping and I come back home, this gets taken off, put into the washing machine and I go shower. However, today because I'm going out again, I literally just did what I needed to do and we're gonna go out again because I need to start organizing this cupboard. Remember I said don't look in it? I need to organize in it so you can look in it. Then the other thing that I do, and I know this may be a bit OCD, but I'm not taking any chances. In the beginning of lockdown, I used to put a bit of Dettol antiseptic liquid into hot water and wipe all my groceries. I don't have time for that anymore. I have become lazy and I'm just looking for quick fixes now. So I buy this disinfectant type 1 spray from Dischem and I just spray everything before I pack it, and then it gets packed into the cupboard, and at least in my mind I feel like it's cleaner and it's, you know, no one's gonna touch things. However, there are some things that I still wipe, like things with holes in it, like you know when you buy tomatoes and the packet has like air holes in it for the produce to breathe, so I still wipe things like that. In this household, people don't eat fruit unless it's cut up and served. Then no one is going to eat fruit. Also, Trevino doesn't like anything except bananas. And for me, I feel like he likes that because you can put it in a smoothie, but I also am not making smoothies every single day. It's too much work. So this is how we buy fruit. I like fruit, but I also get so busy and I'm like, it just sits on the corner there and it looks at me. So I only buy things that I know I'm definitely going to eat. Pineapples, love pineapples. I can blend these and make cocktails, or I can cut them up and put chili powder on and pretend I'm in Durban when I'm not in Durban. So pineapples, definitely buy. Bananas, like I said, Trevino likes bananas, and bananas, I feel like if they start getting soft and mushy, I can either bake them or make smoothies. And then pears. So I generally just buy whatever I see is seasonal in the stores and whatever is like cheap. So I think this was like 2 for 15 rand or something. So I took these, and yeah, I don't really have a preference of fruit. I just buy things that I know people are gonna eat and that's not gonna lie here and get rotten. Even like 2 pears. 2 pears is more than enough just for Trevino and I. And I'm probably just gonna eat the pears. Like, it's just honest. The next tip that I have learned, and I'm pretty sure my mother used to do this, but I probably never paid attention, is how you store your herbs. Now, please hold. But we buy our dhania, curry leaf, mint, thyme, everything in these Harvest Fresh plastic containers. Now, I don't know about you guys, but in my house, if this thing is not in my face, I forget about it and then it gets dry, and it's not dry, it gets like soggy and brown and disgusting. This is an old almond butter container. So your peanut butter containers, Melrose containers, whatever glass containers that you have that are old, wash them, take the label out and fill it with water. What you can also do to save time when you're cooking is, before you take the herbs out of the plastic container and put them in here, wash them and then put them in here. So when you're cooking, you just need to pull. So excited about this, I don't even know how to speak. So when you're cooking, you just need to pull the leaves off. Curry leaf gets finished really quickly, so that's a different story. But I think this is a good way to store them, and it also keeps your herbs fresh for longer. When you have them in these things, the moisture gets in here and it starts getting soggy and brown and ugly. And in here, I feel like it just stays fresher. It's in the fridge, the water is clean. You can change it like every week or 2 weeks depending on how fast you use this or how slow you use this. Now, I know some people say that leaving stuff open in your fridge, like your tomatoes, your onions, your herbs, eat the gas. Some people say it eats the gas. Some people say it turns your food poisonous. But I feel like this is a very easy way to store my herbs, and it reminds me to use them, and it also reminds me to cook. See, this thing wasn't on display for this whole week that I've been in this house. That's why I haven't cooked. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to that. The next thing, guys, okay, this is not a tip for smart people. This is a tip for dumb people like me who don't read and who don't use their eyes. Even though my eyes don't work like they're supposed to, and I can't see for free, this is a tip for us, people who don't read and just don't pay attention. I did not know that you're supposed to mix this thing with water. Guys, how can I not read? It literally says here, makes 2 liter. Concentrate, concentrada, concentrate, right? So literally, and there's pictures on the freaking back of it. If you didn't know, this is a refill, which means you don't have to buy 12 of this to fill up your big bottle. You buy 1 of this and you fill up that big bottle with water and you shake it and you have Stay Soft. I didn't know that. Maybe there's someone who's dumb like me and also didn't know, but I didn't know that. The second thing, coffee. Now, what is the point? What is the point of paying about 20 rand more for a glass bottle when most of us decant our coffee and sugar and tea into other bottles? So what's the point of paying 20 rand for a Jacob's bottle when you can just buy the refill? Now make sure that you also check the prices, because sometimes the bottle goes on special and is cheaper than the refill pack. And then sometimes also you get this 200 gram plus 50 grams extra, which is cheaper than the bottle. I don't know, but just check the prices. But guys, you don't need to buy a bottle of Jacobs. You can buy the refill pack. It's the same thing. It's going in something that doesn't even say Jacobs. So look for refills. The next tip. Now, these things have been blowing up on the internet. I first bought this last year when I went to Cape Town. Did I go to Cape Town last year? Yeah, last year when we went to Cape Town. And I've only seen people post about it from one certain store. Now, if you don't have... Okay, sorry, before I continue my story, we shop at Food Lovers Market. So Food Lovers Market sells these noodles. When you get to the till, they have like these little sections of Mexican food, Asian food. This is in the Asian food section. So instead of paying like 80 bucks for delivery, when you can literally buy this when you're getting your groceries, why not do that and save money? It's 30 rand for this one. I'm not sure how much they cost on the website where you can buy them from, but I know that a lot of grocery stores stock these now. So instead of spending so much money and more money, and I know no one likes paying for delivery. I don't even like paying for delivery. Instead of paying for delivery, just grab them when you're getting your groceries. That's not really like a life tip, but it's a fun tip. Boiling beans just takes way too much time, like way too much time. Speaking about boiling beans, I have another tip for you that I forgot to put out here. Boiling beans just takes way too much time, and I don't know about you guys, but I feel like when you boil beans, it gives you more gas. So what we do is we buy the beans already boiled in the cans. We get butter beans, we get sugar beans, you get whatever beans you want, and you literally just drain this out with whatever juices are in and cook the beans, and you have beans curry and roti or beans curry and rice, whatever. Instead of taking 3 million years to boil beans, that's going to give you gas. Buy the canned beans. Maybe it's not healthy for you, I don't know, but it's convenient. We are millennials, we have things to do, we wear multiple hats, we don't have time to be boiling beans. Speaking about not having time to boil things, I can't find the packaging for this, but these are red lentils. This is not split peas. Split peas is dal, but it takes 500 years to boil. This is red lentils. It comes in the same, it's made by the same brand that makes normal lentils. Hold on. Ryan also makes red lentils. I use this for dal and it's the exact same thing. Split peas are bigger, they're harder, they take longer to boil. This boils really quickly and it's still dal, it tastes good. So another hack, instead of spending years boiling your dal, buy red lentils. The packaging looks like this one. Spices. Everyone likes their Robertson's bottles of spices or the big boxes of spices, but Food Lovers has these big bins of spices. And the only thing that I don't like about it is that these plastics are not very environmentally friendly, but you can literally go and load up your spices and it's so much cheaper. What is this? Cumin, fennel, 3.50 for this much. It's so much cheaper. So I bought all these things to make biryani spice because I don't like the biryani spice that they had. It had too many dhania seeds in it and it's just like every mouth of biryani you take, you're biting into dhania seed. So I bought my own little spices. Shavino was very happy and went a bit wild with the cinnamon and the bay leaves. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I'll probably keep it for ages. And I think it's just, it helps because it's cheaper, like mustard seeds. Look how many mustard seeds for 6 rand. Maybe it's expensive, but to me I think it's cheaper than buying those boxes of spices where you're just gonna like, you're paying for packaging again. Here you're literally taking stuff out of the bin, putting it in your plastic and moving along. I think it would be a lot more environmentally friendly if they allowed you to take your spice containers, but I'm also not going to be carting around glass spice containers to fill up my spices. And what is English? What is English? Those are some of my tips for those of you who are moving out soon or first-time grocery shoppers. Please also let me know in the comments below what tips you have. One of the things that I should be doing but I'm too lazy and I don't like touching it is separating meat. So we buy lamb packs and you can literally separate the biryani pieces, the curry pieces and the chops just to make it easier so that everything's not frozen and you have to keep defrosting meat. But I'm so lazy, but maybe I'll do that now. I think I should go buy some plastic containers and just separate my meat into that. But if you guys have any other tips that you'd like to share with us, please drop it in the comments below. See you guys tomorrow for day 20 of Vlogmas. And thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for all your love on my channel. It feels so funny that like literally last year I was posting about makeup and here I am posting about grocery shopping. And I can't believe that you guys are actually resonating with this homemaking content. And actually this is what I love. This is what I enjoy. I enjoy being in the kitchen. I complain and say that I need help, but I'm like, I love it. I love being here. I just but I do enjoy being in the kitchen. I love it. And I'm excited to do my spices and probably separate the meat also. I don't want to do that. But yeah, that is a story for another day. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know. I'm lazy. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, to comment. Please comment with tips below so we can all organize our grocery shopping a bit better. And see you guys tomorrow for another day of Vlogmas. Bye, Sela Bellas.